Loved someone only to discover they weren't who they seemed? In the quiet village of Fairgrove, where humans and creatures lived side by side, there was a girl unlike any other. Her name was ILARA. She was beautiful, kind, and always vanishing before dusk. No one knew where she came from. No one knew what she was. But when a man dared to walk her home one night, he felt something unnatural in the dark, a cold hand, a whisper of warning. And from that moment, nothing would ever be the same. The sun rose over Fairgrove, painting the marketplace in gold. Birds sang. Children laughed. The scent of ripe fruit filled the air. But among the villagers, one figure stood out, ILARA. Her beauty was not just in her face, but in the way she moved, like a breeze you could never catch. Every morning, she arrived with baskets of the freshest fruits, her smile warm, but her eyes holding secrets. "ILARA, you are so lovely. Will you marry me?" the men would ask, hearts laid bare. But she only smiled, soft as moonlight. "Thank you, but I am not ready." And when the sun began to dip below the trees, she would vanish, never letting anyone follow her home. Then came Adam. Tall, handsome, with a laugh that made the village girls blush. When he first saw ILARA, the world around him blurred. "Who is that?" he whispered to a vendor. "ILARA," the vendor said. "Beautiful, isn't she? But good luck getting close. No one knows where she goes at night." Undeterred, Adam approached. "Hello. My name is Adam. What's yours?" For the first time, ILARA's smile lingered a second longer. "I am ILARA. How can I help you today?" They talked about the sweetness of mangoes, the way the wind carried stories, the way the stars seemed brighter in Fairgrove. And day after day, Adam returned, each conversation pulling him deeper under her spell. One evening, as shadows stretched long across the path, Adam offered, "Let me walk you home. It's not safe alone in the dark." ILARA hesitated, a flicker of fear. But she nodded. The forest grew thicker. The air turned cold. Then, a touch. Ice-cold fingers brushed Adam's back. He whirled around, nothing there. "ILARA, did you feel that?" She turned, her face unreadable. Like and follow for part 2 because what happens next will shock you, and also share and make sure to comment part 2 in the comment section. Ice-cold fingers brushed Adam's back. He whirled around, nothing there. "ILARA, did you feel that?" She turned, her face unreadable. "It is okay, Adam. You can go back, if you are scared." Terror clawed at his throat. He ran. And he never returned. The villagers whispered. Why had Adam fled? But none of them knew the truth. ILARA was not human. Deep in the enchanted forest, her family waited, creatures of magic, shifting forms like smoke. ILARA's mother had warned her. Humans will never understand us. Do not let them close. But ILARA wanted more. So when Adam got too near, her family made sure he left. Torn between two worlds, ILARA made her choice. ILARA stood before her family, heart pounding. "I love you," she said, "but I want to live my own life." Her mother's eyes shimmered with tears, glowing faintly in the moonlight. "Then go," her mother whispered. "But know this, if you ever try to marry a human, your true form will awaken. You will shed your skin and become the serpent you were born to be. That is my curse. Humans will never love what they don't understand. They will run. And you will be alone." ILARA turned away, the words cutting deeper than any blade. Years passed. ILARA met Lucas, a merchant with honeyed words and greedy eyes. "Marry me," he said, already counting the gold she might bring. But when his mother saw ILARA, she whispered, "This girl is cursed." Lucas abandoned her without a second glance. Then came Daniel. ILARA met Daniel. He was kind. Gentle. Different. For once, she dared to hope. Their wedding was like a dream of flowers, laughter, vows beneath a golden sun. But as night fell, and the last petal dropped from the bouquet, something began to change. Her skin burned. Her bones cracked. Daniel turned as her scream broke the silence. Her skin shimmered. Silver scales spread across her body. Her fingers curled into claws. Her back arched as her spine lengthened, twisting, coiling, until a giant python stood where his bride had been. Like and follow for part 3 because what happens next will shock you, and make sure to comment part 3 in the comment section. Her fingers curled into claws. Her back arched as her spine lengthened, twisting, coiling, until a giant python stood where his bride had been. Daniel fell to the ground, frozen in terror. "ILARA," he gasped. But she couldn't answer. Not in words. Only sorrow glimmered in her reptilian eyes. Villagers came running. They screamed. Some grabbed sticks. Others called her a demon. But before chaos could take hold, the village oracle stepped forward, eyes calm and knowing. She raised her hand, silencing the crowd. "You ask why this happened," the oracle said, voice steady. "Because you did not love her truly. You loved the idea of her, the beauty, the mystery, the story. But real love sees beyond form. Beyond fear. You took a vow, but your heart was not ready for truth. This curse is not hers alone. It is yours too." The crowd fell silent. And ILARA, the python, slithered away into the forest, disappearing into shadow and mist. Daniel was left alone. Broken. But days turned into weeks, and guilt wouldn't let him rest. He entered the forest to find her. Not to hurt her. Not to undo the curse. But to understand. He wandered for days, guided by memories and regret, until he found her. Coiled beneath an ancient tree, watching him with familiar eyes. "ILARA," he said. "I was wrong. I judged you. I feared you. But I never truly saw you. Please, let me try again." She didn't strike. She didn't flee. Instead, she uncoiled slowly. And in that moment, something shifted, not in her, but in him. He began visiting her every day. Bringing food. Talking. Reading stories. And though she couldn't speak, she listened. Little by little, her form began to change. Not fully human. Not fully serpent. But something in between. Beautiful. Powerful. And real. And Daniel stayed. Because this time, he saw the soul, not just the skin. He didn't love a woman. He didn't love a creature. He loved her. And that love broke the curse. Not with magic, but with acceptance. Like and follow for part 4, because what happens next will shock you, and don't forget to share and comment part 4 in the comment section.